Hello, everybody. Welcome to the second episode of season 2 of Flash Pointers. Jay, go ahead and introduce yourself.
What's up, peoples? Ready to talk about some episode 2 of The Flash?
Yay, the Flash. Okay. Oh, excuse me. So, this episode was called Flash of Two Worlds. Yeah, they really took a lot of time to put in thought into that name of the episode.
Yeah, it was. The Easter eggs in here were just blatant.
Well, Jay, go ahead and get started with, I guess, the beginning of the episode, and we'll go through.
Okay. Well, first of all, I hate prick Barry. Barry that's being a prick to everybody. I kind of hate that. That's getting old.
He
It's
was a
wearing.
major jerk. I wanted to kick him so bad. It would have been fine if somebody decided to hit him. Like, um, I'm sorry, if you did not see Gotham this week, Alfred just smacked the mess out of young kid Selena Kyle. He hit her dead in her jaw. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had to bring that up. I don't talk about Gotham anywhere else.
Yeah,
I'm,
because
I'm
I ain't.
prepared for Alfred to hit her dead like she was another dude. I'm sorry, go ahead.
But yeah, yeah. Barry, I don't like prick Barry. I understand where Barry's coming from, but at some point you got to let that mess go. I'm sorry. At some point, this is dragging on a little bit too long. But
Or get therapy. Because you
yeah,
obviously you have post traumatic stress and you need therapy.
or something. I mean, but it pretty much picks off exactly where episode 1 left off, with Jay Garrick trying to prove to them that he's who he say he is and he's from where he says he's from. So apparently, after he goes through and tries to tell him what's going on, you see Zoom jump out of a portal and throw the metahuman of the week down on the ground and pretty much tells him, "Hey, if you want to go home, all you gotta do is kill the Flash."
I'm the metahuman of the week.
Yeah, I mean, because that's pretty much what it's gonna be. Well, that's pretty much what it's gonna be. So he basically has, okay, you got one choice. If you want to go home, you got to kill the Flash. That's the only way you're getting home. So, and we are introduced to the voice of Zoom, aka Candyman, aka Tony Todd, and it's creepy as I don't know what. That voice is just creepy.
Listen, that's Candyman for you.
Yeah,
I think every little black kid was scared of that movie.
yeah.
We weren't ready for
Really wasn't ready
it.
for it. So, cut to that. You cut to a fire, of course, that Barry has to put out. Barry puts Jay in one of the containment cells in the pipeline because, of course, he doesn't trust them. So he goes, puts the fire out. Next thing you know, he's fighting against, I forgot what the guy's full name was, but they kept calling him Flick, aka Sand Demon. So everybody that watches Naruto, if you're a Gara fan, you're gonna love this. So he basically punches him dead in the face. And of course, Barry tries to use super speed on him. That doesn't work.
Nope.
And voila, ended the fight.
See, now, time and time again, Barry uses super speed on the villains, and it does not work. So you would think that Barry would learn to use that massive brain of his and do other things before using speed first. You should use speed as your last resort. Because for some reason, it never works. So I'm going to need you to stop depending on speed.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Because
It
basically that's all he has. I mean, he doesn't really know how to do anything else.
doesn't have the utility belt of Batman.
No, he doesn't. So it's one of those situations where you're like, don't know. That's why, and it comes up in this episode where he needs to learn. But before that, we actually get introduced to a young Miss Patty Spivot who wants to be on Joe's uh, metahuman task force, and she's hell bent on getting on it,
Mm-hmm.
even when Joe keeps telling her no and no and no And no. And no.
And no more again.
Yeah.
Go
She
ahead and
just
share the background information on Miss Patty.
actually I know nothing about her. I honestly know
Oh,
nothing about
okay. I looked it up real quick. Let's see if I
yeah.
still have that open.
Yeah,
Cause while she was talking and acting, I'm like, I feel like she is somebody that I should know if I actually knew the Flash like that,
yeah.
deeper than
Yeah,
just the Flash in like the West.
yeah,
So
I really don't because Flash. I usually only follow Flash as far as the Justice League, so that's how as
exactly.
far as my comic book know how with the Flash goes. So
Apparently,
it,
her notable alias is Miss Flash.
oh what?
She's she's a friend and partner of the second Flash, Barry Allen. Blah 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 blah. Part-time lab assistant to police scientist Barry Allen. I guess in this one she's not going to be that. Blah blah blah. Oh, she was in love with Barry. Blah blah blah. Barry still marries Iris.
Oh boy, I already know how this is gonna end. How this is gonna turn out.
Wait, hold up. Surely they're up there. So Professor Zoom responsible for some deaths, threatened to kill Patty by accelerating her aging process.
Oh, that's just evil.
However, Flash, Kid Flash, and Hot Pursuit arrive on scene just in time to save Patty. Blah blah blah. So it
Well, we
looks
know
like
that.
there's instances in which she has speedster powers and or Miss Flash or Hot Pursuit. That is another name for her. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. So she's actually somebody from the comic. She's
Okay.
not a nobody who, depending
Okay.
on the storyline, has speedster powers.
Okay. Okay. Well, hey, she might get him in this one. Um, basically, but she's not an annoying kid. She wasn't annoying to me. So, I mean, she didn't annoy me in the episode. So that wasn't the problem. My problem was more with Prick Barry. Barry was really getting on my nerves this episode. And before anybody says, "Well, you got to understand what he was going through," yeah, I understand it. It's been 6 months. Get over it.
Yeah, but he ain't the only one going through something.
Yeah, I mean,
Like when he's
Caitlyn
like,
got it
well,
worse.
Eddie, well, Iris lost Eddie. Well, Ronnie, well, Caitlyn lost Ronnie. Like you're listing all these
Caitlyn
people
got it
that you
worse.
lost, and they lost the loves of their lives. Like, bruh,
Yeah, like, bruh, you need to ease up. You know.
you're pretty low on the totem pole of loss right now. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I'm like, dude, and your homegirl Caitlyn, she actually got it worse than you because she lost her man twice in the same year. So hey, she kind of got it worse. I
Exactly,
did
because of
like,
association with you. I'm
yeah,
surprised that Kate doesn't take him out. I'm like, go ahead, girl. If you wanted to kill him, I don't think anybody would convict you. Temporary insanity.
but we did get a little bit of a flirtatious crush kind of thing with Jay and Caitlyn.
Uh huh.
Apparently, she took her tests as they were a little bit too thorough.
I'm sorry, but for that to be believable, like Jay needed to be hotter. He wasn't really that hot. I'm
You couldn't tell her
sorry.
that.
I know, but I'm like Ronnie was way hotter than that. Come on now.
Like I said, I mean, it's one of those situations where you couldn't tell her that. So because she was googly eyed for
Mm,
real.
yeah, she was.
She was straight up googly eyed. But
Iris pointed it out.
I was pointed out it was actually kind of funny. It was actually kind of funny, her of all people doing that. Um,
So far, Iris has not annoyed us this season. It's only
yeah,
been 2 episodes, but that's 2 episodes more than she did last season.
but you know it's coming because Barry about to get a girlfriend, so you know it's on.
Now she gonna flip out.
Yeah, now it's on. So I'm expecting her to go uh, full being pissed off by episode 4 or 5. I'm expecting it to show up.
Yep. I'm like, can Barry live? Can Barry be happy?
No.
Come on.
So I'm pretty sure that's gonna happen. Other than that, we did get some scenes with Cisco, and the weird thing about Cisco, they started showing more of his power a little bit, and it's creeping him out to the point where he is mortified.
Which makes sense. You're just
Yeah,
magically seeing stuff.
yeah. So, I mean, it is kind of doing that. I did like the stuff with Professor Stein this week too. He was actually he was actually doing a lot of explaining, which is actually pretty cool. The way he was doing all the explaining,
Hmm.
so making it understandable. I still don't understand how Joe didn't understand anything when he was.
Yeah, like it
I'm
ain't
like, dude,
that.
you can't get no clearer than that, dude.
I mean, there's this Earth and there's that Earth, two different worlds. Bam, done. Like, why? It doesn't need to be no deeper than that.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, you are not that stupid. All right, so let's stop with that. You're not that dumb. I mean, I wouldn't even say that line, the lines he was saying after that, because he
Yeah.
is not that dumb. So, yeah, that was a little bit unbelievable. What else happened? That you got the stuff with him,
Jay teaches Barry how to throw his lightning.
which was actually pretty cool. In the which is another reason why I hate the whole prick Barry thing. They could have cut out 5 to 10 minutes of him being a prick, and we could have got more of him actually learning stuff.
Exactly. Like, you finally have a speedster that's not actively trying to kill you in the background. You would
Yeah, he has no
think
powers. He has no powers.
has no powers and not trying to kill you to get powers. You would think that you would pick his brain, even if he ends up just being a cuckoo nut that's just trying to kill you. At least you would have learned something.
Yeah, so if they would have cut out like about 10 minutes of that, that could have been like 10 minutes more. They could have used something else. I just didn't. I understand him being cautious. I really do, but they drug it out too long, in my opinion. They just drug it out entirely too long. Um, he actually does that. He gets he learns how to use his ability. Of course, Patty had to get kidnapped. So once again, Team Flash to the rescue. They save her. There was a pretty interesting teaser at the end of the episode, though. Well, two teasers. One is something happened with Stein. He just collapsed, which I already know what that is, but you know, it's understandable. I know what that is. What happened to him? Um, But the other thing is they go back to Earth 2, where Jay Garrick's from, and they show Harrison Wells. Now, the thing is, we all know that last season Harrison Wells was not really Harrison Wells. That was Eobard Thawne. So this is probably the Harrison Wells of that Earth.
Yeah, real Harrison Wells that would have been in this Earth 1, but was killed.
Yeah. So
But either way, both minds were brilliant minds.
apparently. So it's going to be interesting to see how that matches what they plan on doing with that.
I guess that Harrison Wells is gonna be sucked up into Earth 1.
Well, something's going to happen because they got like 52 portals.
I mean, that was overkill in the number of portals. I mean, I'm not saying that they should have 3, but
Yeah, 52. Come on, man. Like, can we kill the little Easter eggs, please? The Easter eggs was not. There were way too many blatant Easter eggs. I thought Easter eggs supposed to be a little bit tougher to find, and they would just made it where it was just, oh,
no,
here's the Easter egg.
we're gonna go with 52. We're
Yeah, I'm
gonna
like,
go
okay,
52.
new, got it. All right, we got it. New 52. Okay, yeah,
Did you get it though? Because we were going with 52. I don't know if you
yeah.
got it. Did you get it? Oh,
Like, please, dude. And the
but you got
whole
52, right?
yeah, the whole when Patty called out to the Flash and both of them came running and they split a brick column. Really, really, they've been showing
Yep.
that cover all summer. Really, y'all just had to do that. Really.
Yes, they did.
I mean, they should have did it that episode. They should have did it in another episode or something because we all know he's gonna get his speed back. Garrick is gonna get his speed back some way. So, because I'm pretty sure it's gonna take both of them to beat Zoom. Like, there's no way Barry's gonna be able to beat him on his own because once again, Barry can't fight. So he's gonna have to be spending a lot of time learning, which is actually a pretty cool thing. Seeing as how they actually got him a mentor that ain't trying to, like you said, kill him.
Mm-hmm.
But that's pretty much the episode in a nutshell. I mean, it wasn't much more than that going on in the whole reveal of Harrison Wells and Earth 2 at Star Lab.
And we had a special guest come at the very end.
Who?
You, the special guest at the end, Jay.
Who?
Mrs. West, Mama West showed up.
Oh yeah, that.
I was like, did I not see the same episode,
Yeah,
Jay?
we saw it. We saw it. I mean, honestly, I thought that was gonna be like toward the mid-season finale because they just revealed that like 2 weeks ago that she was actually that she was gonna be because the actress name is Vanessa Williams, not to be confused with Vanessa L. Williams.
Not the Vanessa Williams.
Yeah, she's the actress. She goes by Vanessa Williams without saying L. So, and they only like confirmed her being on the series this season like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. It was right before the season started. So, yeah, she shows up at the end because she wants to see. Apparently, Joe hadn't been returning her calls, and she wants to see him and Iris. So this is going to be funny and interesting.
But I'm saying, like, they haven't moved, right? Haven't they been in like the same house?
Well, she hasn't. She hasn't been there, so we know she hasn't been there.
You
So
could look up their address. Everybody's information's online. You just Google it.
yeah, so this is going to be pretty interesting. So I expect Iris to be in full I hate everybody mode by episode 6, seeing as how Barry's going to have a girlfriend that she's not going to approve of, and her mom's going to be back.
Yep, then she got mama issues.
Yep. So yeah, this is going to be a pretty interesting next episode.
Or it could be boring.
Or it could be boring, but usually it just depends. It depends on the whole how they play the whole mom thing and how they play all that. Because as long as they show some cool stuff, as long as they show like some cool stuff with him and Jay, with Flash, with Barry and Jay, it should be fine. Everything should be fine. And of course, I know Cisco's gonna wind up telling Caitlin. I don't know why he said like he don't want nobody to know about it. I'm like, dude, you're gonna wind up telling Caitlin.
Yeah, I'm like, you don't tell everybody. What you fronting for?
Yeah, why are you doing
tell
it?
everybody, but tell everybody to keep it secret. Shh.
Yeah. Like dude,
come on, bruh.
Dude, come on, man. We know you. It's gonna slip.
Keep it secret. Come on.
Of all people.
So
yeah, this should be interesting. This should be an interesting episode next week.
it better be. But
We ain't hear what you thought about the episode.
oh well, I enjoyed the episode. It did feel like they were packing a lot of stuff in there between Jay, Patty, and Mrs. West, and like they need need to have all that happening in one shot, in one episode.
Uh-huh.
After you already booted the dad out last episode. So I guess we'll see where they go from here. Because, I mean, there's a lot of episodes left.
Yep, 23 this season.
You don't want to blow your load too early.
Well, they've always done that with Flash. Like, they were moving fast last year when they were doing certain stuff.
That's true. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. There's too much going on.
Yeah, so
in one shot.
But it does work out for him, so it could make for an interesting week next week.
I agree. As more and more shows come out, and then you'll have Supergirl.
Yep, and hopefully people stop hating on it.
People gonna hate no matter what.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Ain't nothing you can do about that.
So you got anything else you gonna add? 'Cause I have nothing.
I have nothing. I have nothing. I guess we shall see what is to come.
Yeah.
So I guess Jay, go ahead and do your outro.
Well, thanks for listening, everybody. If you catch the Geek Alley, there will be our very first live Q&A for J&T's Fresh Take taking place on Saturday, October 17th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So come with your questions and we can get them answered while we do the show.
Come with the most inappropriate questions.
Come with the most appropriate questions. Come with on-the-wall questions.
Come with questions that are like, what? Ask about My Little Pony. Ask about...
It won't get answered.
The Vampire Diaries and Twilight.
Seriously, won't get answered. But...
the alternate universe Twilight. Ask about that.
There's a what?
Yeah. Where Bella's now a boy and Edward's now a girl. Oh. It's Bo and Edith. Alternate reality. See, look! Earth 1 and Earth 2! Multiverses.
Oh, geez. They multiverse in Twilight. Wow. Yeah. Just check us out on Saturday at 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And hope you guys enjoy the show. We are having a Gamers at Large midweek show tomorrow at 8 and on Sunday at 8 as normal. So see you guys then. Vicky?
Sorry about that. I live in the city area, so that means multiple fire trucks go by. So had to mute it for a second to save your guys' ears from the fire trucks. I mean, I don't hear them anymore, but the only time I actually hear them is when I'm on here, because otherwise they don't even bother me anymore. Okay, so as always, definitely check us out on the Gamers at Large, Wednesday at 8, Sundays at 8. Definitely check back on Fangirl for random things. Hopefully there will be a new episode of Dead Talkers up on Thursday if everything works out okay. And that is all. Thank you, everybody, and good night.
Good night.